get started now. If you can find a comfortable position, either seated on your mat or sitting right on a pillow cushion, even on a small chair, that's what I actually use so that I can be close up to the screen. And then I just move the chair to the side and move onto my mat when we start the actual asana practice. So the first exercise I would like to do is the alternate breath exercise. And you have probably all done this before with me or in another yoga class if you're coming from outside of our WHO classes. So what we want to do is use the middle two fingers. This is my right hand, the middle two fingers of the right hand and the thumb of the right hand. You cross the right hand across the chest, the right arm across the chest, and you'll close off your left nostril. Take a deep breath in with the right nostril, which is free. You'll close off the right nostril with the thumb, and you'll open up the left nostril and breathe out. Then you'll breathe back in. You'll close off and free the right nostril and breathe out. Breathing in, close off, and breathing out. And again, we breathe in, close off, breathe out. This time, breathe in for a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Close off, and we'll breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off and change. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off and change. Last round. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off and change. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your hand down and begin breathing in and out slowly through both nostrils. You can close your eyes if you wish. We'll be doing this alternate breath at the end of class, just before meditation, a short meditation, and a relaxation exercise. So keep this in mind for later. And we're going to be doing the timing breath for in and for out. All right. And we are going to add on some complexity. Good. Open your eyes. The next exercise we're going to do is quite fun. It's an exercise for the face, and it's particularly for the mouth and the jaw. All right. And when we work the mouth, it releases the muscles in the jaw. And this can help with all sorts of tension in the neck, also tension headaches. It can also help us to breathe better because the TMJ joint, which is here, directly affects how well we breathe. If it's tense or out of alignment, we don't breathe very well, and the head gets into a bad position. So the exercise, we need to look to lengthen our neck as much as possible. So the head shouldn't be forward, nor should it be pulled back so much that we make a double chin, but it's just lengthening up from our spine. And we're going to purse our lips as if we're giving a kiss. So as much as possible, purse your lips, and then make a big smile. And then purse your lips, then a big smile. So let's do it again. Two more times. Now just close your eyes and keeping your mouth closed, allow the jaw to relax and see if you can feel as if it's just dripping down. It's just gently opening. The mouth stays closed, but the jaw is opening. It's like a complete relaxation of the mouth and jaw. Open your eyes again. Reset the mouth and the jaw. And we'll do that again. It's the kiss and smile. And you're going to do it 5 times, okay? So here we go. Kiss and smile. Kiss, smile. Kiss, smile. 2 more. Close your eyes. Keep your mouth closed. And let the jaw fall open, but the lips stay closed. So lips are closed, but jaw drops. Like you're almost falling asleep. Good. Open your eyes, reset the jaw, reset the mouth, and here's our last time. Kiss and smile. Let's go. Kiss and smile. 5 times. Last one. And relax. Again, closing the eyes. Let the jaw drop. Excellent. Open the eyes. Reset the mouth. If you're on your mat already, come up onto all 4s. If you're seated on a block, chair, or a pillow, stand up and come up onto all 4s. So, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Knees are hip width, hands really nicely shoulder width, and we'll dial the hands out. So you've got the fingers spread wide, and it's energetically turning the hands out to the sides. Lengthen up your neck, lengthen your back, and we'll take a deep breath in and curl the spine. Breathe out and round. And again. So this is cat and cow, Marjariyasana. And this really helps to warm up the back for movement. I like to do this exercise every morning before I stand. So I just get down on all 4s and then do cat and cow a few times before coming to standing and doing some standing yogic exercises. And back to a flat back. Stretch your right leg behind you, tucking the toes under. Let's get into the calf muscle of the right leg. Press into the heels. Push the heel backwards. The leg is straight. Your hands are still gently dialing out, but you're in engagement in the muscles. Aligning everything nicely. And come back so that you've got the weight on both hands and the left knee. Raise your right leg. Make a nice big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Now, we're going to bend the knee, and I want you to get into the hip. Get a nice big circle with the knee. Round in a big circle. While you do this circle, of course, your hips are going to twist a little bit, and that's fine. You don't want to work on getting the back flat in this position. It's too much strain. Change the direction of the circle from the opposite direction. Keep the hands turning out. Keep that alignment. And then we'll bring the knee back down underneath the hip. Okay? Reset your hands if you need to. And stretch your left leg back this time. Press back so that the heel pushes back to the back of the mat. Feel that stretch into the calf and the back of the leg. Hold for a moment. And then we'll raise the left leg. The weight goes onto both hands and the right knee. Nice big circle with the foot. Change the direction. Good. All right. We'll bend the knee and make those big hip circles. So the knee goes in a nice big circle. towards the elbow, up and around. Change the direction of the circle. Bringing the knee back down. Open your knees as wide as possible. Toes are touching. You're going to sink back towards the heels. We're just warming up the knees a little bit. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Go back, your hips sink down, and then back up. Do this a few more times. Just getting used to getting into child's pose and coming back up. Good, very nice. And then sink back onto your heels completely. Walk your hands out in front of you. Lower the head down into child's pose. Now in child's pose, there is a stretch going on down the very low part of the back towards the glutes and also at the sacral region. The arms and the shoulders are stretching out. And stretch of the side body as well.
Off you go. Go.
I'm just going to mute somebody. I can hear somebody talking. So I'm going to mute you because we're recording.
Out of here,
Okay. Stretch your arms nicely out in front of you as far as possible. Everyone, now you tuck your toes under and rise up to downward facing dog. Good, Evelyn. I can see Evelyn. Perfect. Keep going and down dog. Excellent, Taina. Good, Vinciane. So pedaling your feet is going to help you sort of move into a down dog that's comfortable, where you're going to hold yourself nicely. Now the dialing out of the hands is going to really get the muscles engaging. So you're held with your muscles and your strength and power. Good. Because if you're sort of hanging out in the posture and you're passive and it's hard to breathe, you're not owning your posture. And you've got to make it easier. So find where it is that you can own your posture. All right, let's take a deep breath in and move into plank position. Breathing out, move back to down dog. Breathe in, moving into plank position. Very strong. Dial the hands out. Breathing out, down dog. 2 more times. Let's breathe into plank position. Pushing back to down dog. This time, gently move into plank position. You could lower your knees first if you wish. And move all the way down to the floor. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs out behind you. Dialing your hands out. Rise up to a little cobra and push back down. And again, little cobra, back down. Cobra, and back down. Now we rise up to our knees. Right hand off the mat, left hand on top, press your hips back. You should feel the stretch down the left hand side of the body. Left arm reaching over. Rise up, left hand comes off the mat now, right hand on top. Hips go back. Get that right hand side of the body stretching out and lengthening. Rising back up, back to center. Hands onto the mat, dialing out again. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's begin stepping our feet forward till you reach the front edge of the mat. Once you're there, feet are hip width or wider. Dial your feet out, knees bent. This gets the knees in the right position. Grab your elbows and sway from side to side. Back to center, lowering the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders, right and left. Then turning your head from right to left, a little no. Then up and down for a little yes. Bend your knees down low. Really activate your legs by dialing out. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Lift your chin, chest. Come all the way up to standing. And once you're up, release your arms by your sides. Find that perfect posture. Chest lifted, hips tilting back a little bit, legs engaged with the dialing out. Hands to your heart center. Be sure that your neck is long and you're looking straight forward. Okay, let's roll. Deep breath in, raise the arms. Breathing out, folding, bending at the knees, fold right down, hands come to the floor. Halfway lift, breathing in. Stepping back to a plank position, everything engaged. Lower your knees down, lifting your head, looking forward. Decide whether or not you want to do a push-up. Then move all the way down, pointing your toes, lengthen out, rise up to that little cobra. Bring your chest back down, tucking the toes, push back up to downward facing dog. Reset your feet. Maybe you want to pedal the feet if you want. Look to your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Knees bend, dial the feet out, rise to standing. And hands come to your heart center. And let's do that again. Deep breath in. Breathing out, let's fold. Halfway lift. Step back to your plank. A push-up if you wish. All the way down to the floor, meet us there for cobra. And downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet if you wish. And again, look to your hands, stepping or jumping forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to the hips, dial the feet out, rise to a standing position. Hands to the heart center, and let's go again. Deep breath in. Breathing out, fold. Halfway lift. Stepping back to plank. Very nice. One push-up, yes or no, you can decide. All the way down, point your toes into cobra, very good. And downward facing dog. Excellent. Excellent. Good, good to see you, Richard. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Okay. From here, everyone, bring your feet together, please. So you're in down dog, but the feet are joined. Raise your right leg. Let's get strong here. Deep breath in. Breathe out, knee to the nose, underneath your body. Good. When you do this, you come into plank. Breathing in, do the knee to the nose again. Whoo. Excellent, Richard. You're working hard. Good. Now to the right elbow. Let's go. Hup. Back up. Good, Taina. Then to the left elbow. Yes. Excellent, Vincian. Up. And again, to the right elbow. Geraldine, are you doing this on your knees? Back up to the left elbow. Well done. Lift your leg back up. Swing it between your hands, and let's go for warrior two. So your warrior should be super strong. Right knee goes out because you're dialing the foot out. Left foot is diagonal, but you're also dialing out the left leg. Excuse me. Stretch your arms as long as possible. Reverse it and move back down again to your plank position. Very strong plank. You can do a push-up if you wish. All the way down into cobra. Downward facing dog. Good. Join your feet together in your down dog. That's it. Let's go. Raise your left leg strong. Deep breath in, knee to the nose. We do that twice. Breathing out, knee to the nose. Good. Back up again. Knee to the nose. Well done. Back up again. Knee to the left elbow. Whoo. Yes. Up again. Right elbow. Cross it underneath. Good. Up again. Left elbow. Ah. Up again. Right elbow. Cross it underneath. Yes. Bring the leg back up and swing it between your hands for the warrior two. Stretch your arms out to the sides. Very good, everyone. Now you're dialing your left foot out so the knee gets organized and activated in the right spot. You're dialing your right foot out even though the foot is diagonal. Activation. Sink down a little bit lower. Good, Geraldine. That's it. Work hard. Let's go. Let's reverse. Go back and move back down again to a plank position. Good. For your push-up, maybe you want to, maybe not. All the way down, point your toes into cobra and downward facing dog. Excellent. Excellent. Pedal your feet. Good. We're going to move into chair position. Getting ready, you can step or jump into your chair position. Now, from chair today, we're going to do the halfway lift, folding forward, bend your knees down low and engage, hands to the hips to begin with. So your hips move back, your feet are dialing out. I want you to place your elbows to the insides of the knees. So it makes a deep squat. And your knees are going to squeeze against the elbows, but your feet are going to continue to dial out. So this can be super challenging. Taina, good position. Vinciana as well. Sink the hips a little bit more. You hang in there, Richard. You're doing great. Geraldine, I need to see your face. You need to lift the head more. Lift the head. That's it. That's it. Sink down low. Take another deep breath in. Okay, everyone, come all the way up to standing to release this. Raise the arms up over the head. Now, from here, bring the thumbs into the upper back and lean back a little bit. This is a bit of a counter posture, so you're just going to go back as far as is comfortable. You let your hips come forward. Now, the key to this is continuing to dial out your feet so your legs stay activated and strong. Lift the chin a bit, and then stretch your arms, coming to standing once again, and breathe out, fold forward, halfway lift, step back to your plank, move down with the push-up. Good, all the way down, ay, ay, ay. Point your toes coming up into cobra and downward facing dog. We're lucky today, it's not as hot as last week. Whew. Yes, thank goodness. Right leg comes up, take your warrior two position. I'm going to have a little bit of a different posture in warrior two. Once you clasp your hands together, stretch the arms as straight as possible. Leaning back, open the chest, open the throat, squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep that. I'm going to turn around. And then release your hands. Bring your hands to the floor, to the inside of the right foot. Okay? And you're going to walk your hands diagonally off your mat. So it gets into a warrior where you're stretching the spine, arms are straight, the right thigh is almost parallel to the floor. Arms come out diagonally from the mat. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. Set your right hand on your right ankle and your left hand on the hip. And you're going to gently stretch your right leg straight. Turn your chest to your left. So this is a triangle type position. If you're feeling good, raise the left arm and stretch it to the sky. If you need just a little bit more support, keep the hand at the hip and tighten the legs. You're drawing the feet towards each other as well as dialing out. 3, 2, 1. Lower the arm back down. Bend the right knee and take your plank position. A push-up if you wish. All the way down and into cobra. Downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet to release and to let go. Good job, everyone. All right. Let's take the left leg up and into warrior two. So we'll take that funky position again. First, clasping the hands behind. Stretch the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, and lean back. Opening the chest. Really make sure you've got a good position with the feet. You're well aligned and organized. Activating the legs. Take another deep breath in. And release coming out. Let go of the hands. Set the hands down onto the floor. Walk your arms out diagonally from your mat. So it's towards the front, but it's a diagonal type position. Stretching the spine, you can press the chest to the floor. So it's kind of half down dog, half warrior. Be sure you're dialing out your left foot still. 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. Left hand comes to the left ankle. Right hand to the hip. Gently straighten your left leg and turn your chest to the right. So here you could stay with the hand at the hip or stretch the arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Stay calm, slow breaths. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands come down to the earth. Plank position and a push-up if you wish. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. We're going to go back into our chair. Look to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Folding forward. All right. Feet at hip width. This time, bend your knees, hands come to the outsides of the knees. Here, your engagement and activation is going to have the feet dialing out. The knees will press out, but you will stop them with your hands. So it's a very active position. Hips low, chest and head high. Geraldine, I want to see your head. That's it. Good. So your knees are pushing out against the hands, but the hands are restricting them from moving. Hold it. 4, 3, looking good. Everyone, really good. 2, 1. Well done. Come to standing, and we're going to do that posture again where you release, lifting the arms up, thumbs into the upper back. Leaning back, let the hips go forward. Counter posture to that chair. Lift the chin. Hold for a moment. No compression in the back. Dial the feet out. And raise the arms up, coming back to standing. And release the arms. Good. Roll your shoulders a little bit to let go. Very nice. Hands come to your hips. Bend your right knee, bring it out to the side. You could be at the ankle, knee, or upper thigh. Hands to the heart center. Raise your arms in a V position. Lift the eyes. From here, arms go wide, and we send the right leg back into airplane. Okay? Go as far as you feel comfortable. Standing leg is slightly bent. Lengthen out the chest. Bring your hands down to the floor. Raise the right leg up. Listen carefully. You're going to take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, cross your right leg behind your left in a crossed squat position. Breathing in, rise back up. Breathing out, cross squat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Once more, breathing in. Breathe out, cross squat. And then you'll bring the top of your right foot down to the earth. Bring the right knee down. If your knees are fine, your hips are fine, you can come all the way to a seated position. If, however, this is too much, what you're going to want to do is step your left foot forward and you'll come over onto your right hip and you'll just stretch the right leg out in front of you. Okay? Left leg crossed over the right. So we're going to take a twist here. You'll lift the chest, both hips on the ground. Right leg is either straight or bent. Grab a hold of the left knee with your right hand or your right arm. Raise your left arm and you'll twist towards the leg that's bent. Turning, look over your shoulder and stay here. So the bottom leg is either stretched straight behind you or is bent underneath you. Choose which is best. And of course, you want to look more for comfort in the position, but not relaxation. You're still in effort, but there should be no pain, no pain. Unwinding slowly. Uncross your legs and bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Lifting your chest, grab a hold of the ankles and lean forward towards the feet. Maybe you won't get very far, that's fine. Maybe you need to sit up on a block or up on a pillow, that's fine too. Keep your chest moving forward. Keep the elbows pushing the knees down to open more. Lengthen out the neck and take just deep, slow breaths. See if you can release these hip muscles, release any tension in the knees. A few more deep breaths. Sitting back up, lift your knees. Now from here, I give you two options. If your knees are healthy, everything's fine, cross your ankles and roll over to come up on all fours. If, however, the knees need a little bit more attention, just bring your feet to one side, swing them around, and come up onto your hands and knees. Cat and cow, take a deep breath in, curling the spine, and breathe out and round, look to your belly button. And again, breathing in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. Two more times. Let's breathe in and curl. Breathe out and round. Once more. Come back to your downward facing dog and pedal your feet right and left. Good job. Looking to your hands, you can either step or jump forward, find what works. Halfway lift, folding down and forward. Bend your knees down low. Hands to the outsides of the knees. Lift your chest, hips lower than the chest. Feel the pressure of the knees going out, but you resist them with your hands. It's that squat position. That's good. Hips lower than the head. Holding. So the hands are on the outsides of the thighs. Outsides of the thighs, the hands. 3. That's it. 2. 1. Come all the way up to standing. All the way to standing. Good job. Palms together over the head. Bring the thumbs into the upper back and lean back. Let the hips go forward. That's it. Good, Geraldine. Legs are straight. But ladies and gentlemen, are you dialing your feet out? In this position, super important. Dial out, dial out, dial out. Good. Come back up to standing. And release the arms by your sides. Good job. Hands come to your hips. Bend your left knee. Bring it out to the side. You're at the ankle, heel higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Arms stretched up and in a V position. Lift the eyes. Tree pose. Arms go wide, palms facing down. Stretch the left leg behind you. Get into airplane. Holding the position. Set your gaze at the floor. Hands come down. Take a deep breath in. Cross the left leg behind the right into that cross squat. Breathing in, raise it back up. Breathing out, cross. Breathing in. Breathing out and cross. 2 more times. Last one. Hold the cross position. Set the top of the left foot down on the floor and the left knee comes down. If it's possible, come all the way down into the cross-legged position. You could also scoot that left knee back to come down and straighten your left leg out in front of you. Right leg is crossed over the left. Okay? Choose what's going to work for you. Then we grab the right knee with the left arm. Raise your right arm and get into a deep twist. Looking over your right shoulder. All right, let's unwind. Uncross the legs. This time, open your legs as wide as possible out to the sides. Toes pointing skyward. Roll a little bit forward so that you're not back behind your sit bones. You want to be either on top of them or forward of your sit bones. If you need to, take the flesh of the leg and pull it out behind you. Same thing with the other side. You can take the flesh of the leg and pull it out. Lift up tall, hands behind you. Lean forward from the chest. Toes face skyward. You could also reach your arms out in front of you if your shoulders are farther forward than your hips. If not, keep the hands behind you. Okay? If your shoulders are here, keep your hands behind you. Just take deep breaths and see if you can let yourself go. Help yourself back up. Bend your knees. Now again, if you're protecting your knees, bring your feet to one side to get back up on all fours. If your knees are okay, you could cross over and come up onto all fours. Cat and cow. Deep breath in, curl. Breathing out and round. And again, just move the back. Mobilize the spine. Come back to a regular position on the hands and knees, tabletop. Stretch your right and left leg behind you, plank position. Keep the belly pulled in very tightly. Keep the hips down, but not so down that your tummy's letting go. You want to keep it lifted with the tummy. Lift your head looking forward. Hold the plank, 5, 4. Dialing the hands out at the same time. 3, 2, And 1. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Then bring your hands underneath your forehead, moving the hips from side to side to let go. Good job. We'll move right into the back bends. So first one will be snake pose. Clasping the hands together behind you, stretch your arms, lift your head, chest, and legs. Now the alternative to snake, perhaps for you, Richard, the alternative will be up on your knees, hands behind you, and you do a modified camel, okay? So just this is just fine, okay? For those of you who feel good and you want to go farther, move right into bow pose. Bend the knees and grab the ankles. For those of you who want to take it a little bit easy right now, you don't have to go right into bow. You come back down and then move into bow. But choose which is best for you right now. Either staying in snake, the modified camel, or bow pose. 5 more breaths. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up and take downward facing dog, everyone. Hips go up, knees go up. Find a down dog and stay here. Bringing the knees down behind the hands. Either, again, crossing the knees, roll over, or bring your feet to one side. Let's get right down onto our backs. Pull the belly in as you move down. First bridge is the hamstring bridge. Knees slightly bent. You walk your feet out. Feet into the heels into the floor, toes tucked up to the sky. Arms down, squeeze the shoulder blades, raise the hips, and hold. Breathing deeply. This is the hamstring bridge. Different from the normal half bridge and full bridge. Good. Feet are flexed. Excellent, everyone. Very good. Bring your hips back down. Now walk your feet in towards the hips. Feet nice and flat. Elbows into the floor this time. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Now raise the hips as high as possible. The normal bridge works more the glutes as well as the quadriceps. And it helps to open the hips, the fronts of the hips. So the half bridge pose, I almost always teach it during daytime classes because daytime classes, most people are sitting a lot during the day and are closing off the fronts of their hips when you're sitting, closing off here. So the half bridge pose helps to open that up by raising the hips up. Good. Stretching your arms over your head now. Lower the back, one vertebra at a time, very slowly. Good. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Rest for a short moment. Very nicely done. Okay. Raise your knees and rock from side to side. Good. Stay on your back for the moment and stretch your legs to the sky, feet flexed. This is like a double stretch. Grab behind your thighs and pull the legs towards you. Keep them as straight as possible and see if you can keep your sacrum, the low part of the back, on the floor. So it's like keeping your hips down. It's a big challenge. Feet flexed as much as possible. Deep breathing. Now you have a choice. Depending on how you're feeling and how flexible you are, either you roll so that your legs come over the face and then roll all the way up to sitting, or bend your knees, rock again from side to side, and come up to sitting. That's it. Very nice. Cross the legs in front of you. Roll your shoulders a few times. Turn your head from right to left. Let's find a good position for the head. Lengthen out the neck and lengthen your spine. Very nice. Taking your right hand, we'll bring the right arm crossed across the chest. Close off your left nostril with the 2 middle fingers. Breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the right nostril. Breathe out with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off. Breathe out through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll add on. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out with the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in with the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in with the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold close. 4, 3, 2. One more round. Breathe out with the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand down. Breathing out. Get into a position where you can be completely still for the next minute. Palms can be turned to the sky. You could join the index and the thumb, or you can just keep the palms open. And for the next few breaths, just come into the sensation of the points of your body pressing into the floor. Perhaps your legs, your hips, perhaps the feet. And now notice the sensation, the freedom of the upper body, the shoulders, the neck, the head. Feel as if the upper body is just floating above you, and the lower body is stabilizing below you. And imagine the joining of the two just below the chest line. A strong link holding them together. almost an energetic force. With as little movement as possible, stretch your legs out in front of you and gently roll down until you're lying on your back in Shavasana. Palms can turn to the sky. Feet can roll out to the sides. Bring your attention back to that connection, the upper body with the lower body. That stability and strength of the lower body, and that strong connection with the freedom of the upper body. Begin moving your fingers and your toes. Raise your arms over your head, everyone, and stretch from fingers to toes. Bring your knees up against your chest and squeeze them in towards the chest. Stretching your right arm to your right ear, roll all the way to your right hand side. And from there, lift gently from the side. Come to an easy seated position. Good. And let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face. Gently tap around the eyes. Shaking out. Let's do that one more time. Gently shaking out. Bring your hands to your heart center. I wish you all a lovely afternoon. And Richard, we are thinking of you. All the best.